Hello and welcome for joining us on Dirt and Grip and everything. I'm here with my cameraman Mike and myself, Clara. We are with Timeless Photography and Throttle and Dirt Media. Happy for everybody to join in for us. Very fun event we were just covering out in Dome Valley, Arizona. It was a East versus West, East Racers versus the West Coast Racers, and fortunately, us East Coasters had to go home with our tails tucked with the 2,000th of a second loss, but next year we got Michigan. So here with Mike as well. So what do you think about Dome, and what do you think?
It was very nice facility, nice track, really nice track. Took well care of it and everything. Weather was terrific all week.
Yeah, definitely. Their track prep blew us away on that. The people in the friendly environment, we absolutely love that as well. We love the fact that it is a family sport. I know you were kind of blown away by some of the little go-karts on how quick those little things would get going. Were. I know you were having some problems down there hearing them coming down the track and get started, but other than that, it wasn't too terrible bad for you. What was your thoughts about getting sandblasted a few times? I know you were down there getting sandblasted.
Some of the times, yes, I was. I got really sandblasted there a couple of times. Then the wind coming off the dragsters and stuff when they went by and wanted to blow the camera over. I had to hold on to it so it wouldn't fall over.
Yeah, definitely. So what is your thoughts about sand drag racing and ordeals? I know you come from more of a tractor pullers background.
Yes, I do. And I never really got into drag racing too much. I don't know the events or the circumstances of the drag racing. I don't get into their times or their times when they're leaving the starting line.
Yeah, they're 60 foot and their 25s and reaction times, but yeah, it is a different event for you and everything. A little bit faster event than what you're used to. Yep. I know some of them dragsters were giving you a hard time running, trying to keep up on there. So, but we're here today. Also, we're going to be bringing on Sam Adkins here in a second. His video has gone sub-viral with us, and our guidelines we're going to be covering is if one of our videos hits over 1 million views, we're going to bring that operator and their vehicle, their crew, or whoever they would like to come on. We're going to bring them in and let them talk about their machine a little bit, about the event where they were at when their video hit that the amount of views. So we're trying to bring you to the track. We want you to meet these people. We want you guys to help sponsor them. We want people to understand what these guys are doing, what brought them into this kind of world. We really want to see these events grow and let these people race for more money. That's why we're hoping to be doing live streaming here soon. We're in the process of building another studio nearby, so it'll be quite easy for us, and we're going to have a little bit of a nicer background set so people can see, so everybody's not looking inside my house. But yeah, we absolutely enjoy the races and tractor pull, sand drags. I mean, pretty much dirt and grip is going to be talking mostly about the events, the motors, and the designs. And I noticed, Mike and everything, I noticed out over here on the East Coast, we have a little bit more turbos, and out west, I noticed they have a lot more blowers than we do. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, blowers are for the warmer weather and stuff, so I could understand that. Where over here in the East, we have more humidity and stuff, which really goes for the turbos.
Yeah, very much so. I know, especially in the tractor pull realm, and even in the sand drags here on the East Coast, the colder it gets at night and the denser that air it gets, some turbos are just something that is going to be a completely game-changing force out there. It's interesting to watch, and then you hear guys getting under the turbo. A lot of people don't understand that, and getting under the turbo means that you lose your boost pressure, basically. You ain't making your power you need to be. So especially when you guys hear us talking with the pullers and everything, we're going to be talking about getting under the turbo or blowing off their turbo. So it's quite interesting. So what's your thoughts, though? What if you were to build one, what would you think would be a good setup? Would you go turbo, bottle, or charger? Which way would you go?
This day and age, I would probably go with the blower.
Okay. What's your reasonings on that?
just getting more of the RPM. You don't have to turbo or spool up right at the starting line or anything, and just go all out for it.
Okay. I've been seeing a lot of the sand drag racers as well. Pullers don't have them as much, but I've been seeing a lot of pro chargers they set up on there on a centrifugal clutch base. It's a different idea. What's your thoughts? You got the size of a turbo compact, but you have the capabilities of a supercharger. What's your thoughts on those?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Well, we're going to be seeing a lot more coming down the line. So we're going to bring on Sam Adkins now, and he's going to get to talk a little bit about his machine, and we're going to ask him a few questions as well. So here we go. We're going to add him into. All right, how's it going there, Sam?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're doing very, very well up here. So as you heard us talking a little bit there, your video made over 1.6 million views. Did you ever think you were going to get that kind of viewership?
No, I never thought anything like that would happen.
Definitely. What's your thoughts about that pass that went viral?
That pass, it was a 350 index class, and I was trying to pedal it out of the start, and it backed out on me a lot more than I anticipated. So I got right back into it, and it jerked me around a lot going through a Jeep rut. So I don't know if that's what set it off.
Hey, we never know. We never know. Yeah, we don't know what makes them go viral. Just people like to see it and everything. And I know in the comments, people were making some laughs and telling you need a better chin strap there because you're getting bobbled around there a little bit.
Yeah, it was quite the ride, honestly.
So tell us a little bit about your machine, what you're running for a power plant, and what got you into the sport.
It's a big block Ford 523 cubic inch Super Cobra jet.
Very nice.
It's a factory Ford block,
okay,
with Ford Motorsport head, so it is Ford, and nice. It runs pretty good. So I'm happy with the times that it puts out there right now. And Definitely. As far as getting me into the sport, my uncle, my sponsor ALC Underground's been racing since the early 80s, late 70s as a kid, and it's just his dream to race. So I tagged along with him for years and got into a car, and it's been a blast.
Definitely. We know you guys have so much fun in the sport. As we were touching base there a little bit, it's a family sport. Pretty much we've noticed if you could touch the pedal of something, you can race them. I know over here in Ohio, we have a couple local tracks where they race the Power Wheels. They get the little kids and they race them 60 foot. It's all the further they go with them, but it's absolutely fun. The hard part is sometimes you have to go catch the kids because they're going to go to 300 feet.
Yeah, they're ready to run.
Yes, they are, very much so. I did have a couple people reach out to me and everything and was asking about your exhaust flappers. What brought those on?
Well, whenever you decel, it throws sand forwards.
Of course.
And dirt. So we just put those flappers on to keep any debris out whenever you're backing out of the motor or towing it. Okay. Because all the dirt and sand flies straight into the pipes.
Of course. Yeah. We were just, a lot of people were kind of curious about it. It's like, was it a reason for it, a noise ordinance or anything? But no, it makes quite a bit of sense that you're throwing that much dirt and everything.
Right.
As we were touching base out there in Dome, you guys are throwing hundreds of pounds of dirt every time you guys take a pass at 300 feet. Do you feel it grab, or is it more the fact you sit there and you don't really feel the grab of those paddle tires?
Oh, no, you feel it just as much as you do asphalt.
Okay. Yeah, I know there were some people making some jabs at you for the asphalt racers and everything. What kind of jabs you want to throw back at those boys?
The guy with the GTR, I'll run him heads up, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, whatever he wants.
Definitely. Yeah, we would love to see that, and maybe in the future we can get some different kind of events going for you all, and because a lot of the asphalt people are not understanding 300 feet on dirt is a totally another animal compared to asphalt. Asphalt, you can tune a track to the car, and you guys can't really tune a track to a car at all.
No, we do run one asphalt event at the Route 66 Kingman Street Drags.
Okay.
And so So I know it runs pretty good on the asphalt just as well.
All right. Well, yeah, if you guys get a little heads up going up there, you need to let us know. We'll definitely come out and get it on video for y'all.
Yeah, the Route 66 street drags, if you guys ever get a chance to come to that, it is an amazing event.
Definitely. Yeah, we do focus a little more on dirt, but every once in a while we don't mind showing some asphalt and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely. Do you have any questions there, Mike?
What's your next event?
We have another Dome Valley race this coming weekend, and it's the Copper State Shootout.
Okay.
It's, I believe, the 4th round of our series this year.
Definitely. Yeah, we absolutely love it out there at Dome. It was a beautiful event. We had a little bit of issues getting home. We're not going to talk about the airline that we were flying with, but they dropped the ball very royally on us. Took us an extra day to get home. So, yeah, definitely. I know the guys there at Dome Valley, they want us to come back in November for your guys' final. So we have not set it in stone yet, but we will be talking with them in the future here very shortly and possibly coming out to that event as well. Yeah, we're covering everywhere. And the thing is, for people that needs to understand with us is you want us at your event, contact us. Let us know your events. Get us your schedules as fast as possible. The faster I have it, the faster I can get in onto the schedule. Sure. We absolutely love the friends and family aspect of the sand drag and truck and tractor pulls. You guys are all friends until you're on the track. And even then on the track, you're still friends.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about having fun and being with family, like you said. And we have a pile of us there racing every race. So it's
definitely. Yeah,
Lots
we have a event we are covering here in Ohio. Events will be posted, but it's called the Big Money Race and the Rodeo down at Tri-County Four Wheelers here in Lisbon, Ohio as well. They have some fun out there, and yeah, they even have a mud pit too. And I've seen some guys in there like, I'll take my rail down through that mud. It's like, okay, you do that. I'll put $100 on the other end of that track if you can make it.
Sure.
But yeah, definitely. So you plan on coming out for the 2027 East versus West?
I would love to. We'll just have to see. It's a long trip, and we have a lot of cars that would want to come if we do go. So
definitely, yeah, we would love to see
everybody gathered up.
Yeah, I'm talking with John ourselves, and we're probably going to be sponsoring partial on that event as well there too. So you guys will definitely get to see us covering East versus West H1. Just because it is a different style sport. It is something that your guys' sport does need, but it also is making it a little bit more different than local bracket racing.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts about the East Coast racers? What do you think about them guys coming out and playing?
They were awesome people. Yeah, they all ran great. You know, I got to talk with John before I raced him, and to be honest with you, I didn't recognize who he was. And what a great guy. And he made a great pass.
He knows how to run that car. And the funny thing is that was a brand new motor.
Right. That was actually the second race on my motor.
Oh, okay.
So I've been babysitting it, trying to make sure everything's good. You know, always that scare on a new motor if it's going to hold up or not.
Yeah, I know John was having some issues with his car as well. I know a lot of these coasters, the ones that we know personally, we were giving them warnings like, you might want to tune for low elevation and everything. They're, it'll be okay.
There's a lot of air there.
A lot of air and everything. And also your air is dry, as we were touching with the turbos and supercharger capabilities. The air is a lot denser over here. A lot of guys don't understand that, and we hope the West Coasters do understand that as well. You will have to tune for thick air. It's like pea soup compared to what you guys have.
Absolutely.
But what's your thoughts on turbos and supercharger variants?
You know, I think for the racing we do, blowers or supercharger, something like that's a little better, just mainly for staging, you know.
Yes.
And then only being 300 feet, the turbos are just starting to really come on when you're shutting them down. But
yeah. Unfortunately, and everything.
Blowers are nitrous, I think, for what we do is probably the
Horsepower in a bottle. That's what we call the nitro, boys.
Yeah.
But
I've just run naturally aspirated, nothing, and it just seems to be consistent that way.
Definitely. Is there any call out you want to do at anybody if you do make it out to your next event, or if you come out for the East versus West? Is there anybody you kind of want to call out? You think you could have raced better?
Not really. I think everybody did great, and I wouldn't really have to call anybody out.
Okay. Yeah, we love the rivalry. We love the jabs and everything because it shows that this is a family sport. And
sure,
we absolutely love it, and like we help out a lot too, getting photos over there to World Sand Drag, and those guys, Caleb and Isaac, those guys are really cool guys as well, and we're very happy that they have you guys covered pretty well because they go everywhere. As we stated in our videos, we don't go to every sand drag event because we cover more than just sand drag. We do tractor pulls, and everything else in between for the most part, because we want to bring people and show people you might not have all the money in the world, but you can go out there you can start out for like $6,000, just get a Jeep, throw some mud tires on it, go play. Sure. So that's what we're trying to do, is bring people back to the local racing. We want people to have fun with the smaller tracks, but also the more friendlier environment. It's not like when you go to a large event where you got to worry about somebody stealing something or messing with your motor or whatnot there, and you don't have to go looking for $7 million worth of sponsorship just to have your car.
Right.
So, and I know you probably got a little bit cash wrapped up in yours, but you've been building yours for probably quite a while. I know one racer, he's been building his for close to about 6 years, and he probably has close to about 80 grand wrapped up into it.
Yeah, I think we started putting this car together in 2017.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a good running car. I know a lot of guys were trying to joke with you, telling you your timing's off and all that, but you were pedaling, you were having some fun. That's what you were doing.
Exactly. You were just getting more passes and having fun.
Definitely. So, who do you got your bets for next year? You think West Coast is going to hold their title, or you think East Coast might take it back?
Well, I think it's going to be a game changer, like say, because the elevation and a different track, but just got to stick with the West Coast.
Definitely, most definitely. Yeah, we really hope to see you guys out and racing, and it's a totally another event. We hope that our viewers and people around the world get to enjoy our videos, as well as meeting you guys and maybe help bring you guys some more sponsorship as well. We're hoping in the next few years to possibly do a global for you guys. So you guys get one race a year. Track will be one race only for that event. And we're going to hopefully we can get some of the guys from Dubai, possibly some guys from Thailand or whatever, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and have you guys race head to head for the 1 year. Top tier for your class and have bragging rights. Who wouldn't want to have that?
Absolutely.
Definitely, because then you can really start throwing it around.
Yeah.
So any advice before we let you go for somebody who might be interested in getting into sand drag? What would you recommend for them to do?
Just whatever they can come up with and bring it out there and run it. It's just bracket racing. So
yeah, because I know the classes, they have four-wheelers, they have side-by-sides, Jeeps, pickup trucks, and rails as you have there.
Yeah, just bring it out and have fun.
Definitely, most definitely. Was there any vehicles out there at Dome that kind of surprised you or kind of had you wondering, that's an interesting build?
Yeah, I can't think of the car's name. He's the big turbo Hemi, twin turbo Hemi.
Oh, I believe they called it misguided missile.
That thing is nuts. Pretty amazing.
That thing is nuts, and that's a perfect name for it, misguided.
Yeah. Hard to keep it straight.
Yes, definitely. He ended up taking the crazy pass from us on Friday. No, Saturday. It was Saturday. He took the $100 from us for the craziest pass. Yeah. Unfortunately, the other guy there with the rail that ended up Hickey that ended up doing the wheelie and busting the backside of his car off. Unfortunately, we couldn't give it to him because it was the day before we threw up the money for it.
Right.
yeah, that was a crazy ride for him. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Hickey's been known to make some pretty crazy passes.
Most definitely, and he's got it in the frame shop. He said so. He's getting that work done. So he should be up and running hopefully here in a few months.
Right.
So, but definitely thank you for joining in with us today, and we hope you enjoy your next few races. And any other questions, or if you want to send photos of your vehicle or whatever to us, we definitely will promote your guys' event for you all.
Awesome. Yeah, I would just like to thank ALC Underground for everything they do for us, and that's our racing team. So, and Dome Valley for all the hard work that they put out for us to be there.
Very, very much. Yeah, it's a beautiful track out there. And do you have any closing questions or comments?
Nope, it is a beautiful track out there.
Most definitely.
We enjoyed.
Yeah,
the people were super nice.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, you're welcome for showing up out there. So, but you go enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend, and we're going to be closing out on our video here on a few closing thoughts in our next upcoming events. So you enjoy the rest of your day, and this will be posted up within 24 hours.
All right. Well, happy Easter to you guys too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, getting back onto what we were talking about and everything, the next event we're going to be going to will be the International Hot Rods Dragway 42 in West Salem. What do you think about that coming up?
That'll be a good event. 2 tracks running at the same time, which is fun to watch.
A little hectic for us, but
yes, especially with the greater tractors and the rollers getting in the road of the videos.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be quite an event. I believe they have all 7 classes they're gonna have out there at the event for the 2-wheel drive, the modifieds, 4-wheel drives, the hot semis. What's your favorite class?
My favorite class, probably, I wouldn't say the pro stocks.
Okay.
Throwing the black smoke and everything. And
so
them tractors getting wound up like they do, it's amazing how much horsepower they can produce.
Yeah, most of those are over 3,000, upwards to almost 10,000 horsepower. And they're very unique style. That class isn't that old either, if I remember correctly. Either what year did they start that one, if I remember?
Good question.
Yeah, because it was back before you guys started with your pulling, or after you guys started pulling. Because it was pretty much the classic farm stocks were the first before they got into the pros. Yeah, definitely. They run one turbo on those things and mega intercoolers. It's quite crazy, and yeah, a lot of people think it's a slow sport and how long it takes to spool them up and everything. My favorite class, and unfortunately, it's going to have to be the unlimited modifieds. A lot of people don't understand the amount of money it takes to build one of those, but basically take whatever engine you can, throw it on a frame, and have some fun with it. What's your thoughts on that class?
Well, that's the class we were in back when I was pulling, or was
when you crewed for your uncle.
Yeah, for my uncle. We had a 429 twin turbocharged modified tractor.
You guys are about 1,200 horsepower.
Yes, around 1,200 horsepower, and we always placed. We never tried to get first or anything, but we were always in the top, I wouldn't say 7. Always.
Definitely, yeah. It kind of reminds me of what's his name that runs Fool's Gold.
Oh.
Every pull he's at, he's under horsepowered, but he makes every pull, and that's dedication. And how long has he been pulling with that tractor?
He's been pulling over 40 years.
And and how many different fuels has he ran? Because I know he's ran propane. He's running gas now.
Well, he ran diesel. So he ran propane, and he rode. Now he's doing gasoline. So I don't know what else is there out there for him to run.
Well, I mean, it'd be interesting to see an electric or some CNG running compressed natural gas. That'd be an interesting layout. I haven't seen anybody do that. I don't think there's anything in the rule books yet for that. But yeah, it's quite interesting to watch. What is What do you think the main competitive difference between the sand drag racing and the tractor pullers is? Because one, tractor pullers are pulling weight. Two, the sand draggers they're racing 300 feet. So I believe they upped the full pull line mark for a floating finish line is 400 feet in pulling now, but they do depend on the track. So
It depends on where you're at.
yes,
For the full pull line.
yes.
Some places don't even have it.
They're just a
floating finish line.
Yep, definitely. So I mean, it's quite an interesting ordeal. What I know there's so many different polling circuits out there. You have the Southern polling, you have OSTPA, NTPA, you have Lucas polling, Texas polling. Who do you?
The IHRA coming out?
Yeah, you got International Hot Rod Association. They're coming back out in the polling, which we're so happy to see. They haven't really done any polling coverage in probably 20 years.
Right.
Really?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been quite a while, so it's going to be interesting to see that. What's your thoughts on the different styling of what is your favorite polling circuit to watch?
I think the OSTPA has the biggest polling circuit.
I would probably agree.
As far as different classes, because they added new classes this year.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they have. Last year they added the mini mods, and they added the 4.1 series, and I believe they also made it official now for the 3.0 diesel polls too. So those will be quite interesting.
They're the biggest class.
We got to give credit where credit's due. They have one heck of an announcer.
Yes, they do.
He is an amazing guy. We've met him many times. He sees us quite often when we're out at events. We would love to get him on our deal, but unfortunately, I think OSTPA might off us if we try that. So
he is a very good announcer.
Very good. If for a first-time poller, I would recommend OSTPA or Lucas. They probably have some of the best announcers and probably some of the heaviest competition, I would say. NTPA, they do have quite a bit of competition as well, but I think OSTPA's got a little bit of a better competition than everybody else. What do you think would be the ultimate pull down? Where would you like to see? Would you want to see an East versus West, or would you want to see a global? Because I know we have guys that are pulling over in Switzerland, Finland, Germany. I mean, they even got them in Thailand. They got them everywhere.
I don't know. I think starting off, we should get an East versus West. But
Okay.
they might have already had. Lucas might have already done something like that.
I don't know. I haven't really seen anything about it.
There's a lot of people where we live here in Ohio. There is a lot of pullers.
Yep.
Just in our area where we live, we have some of the top pullers here.
We have Mike Connie. You have Carlton Copes. You have Schmuckers are out there. Then sitting there, I'm trying to think. You got Slutty Alice John there. He's out here in Poland as well.
And they're all around us here.
Within a 30-minute drive. Really.
Yeah.
But
so
it's going to be interesting again this year, I think. And I do know a lot of the pullers are leaving NTPA. They're jumping around a little bit. I know we have a new polling circuit coming out, CS Polling Productions. They're going to be at Bunker Hill this year, and there's a bunch of other locations. What's your thoughts on them? Because the first time we ever seen them was last year over at Randolph at the DFC show.
Well, there wasn't much to see really at that show.
No, they had a bunch of trucks though.
Yeah, they had a bunch of trucks and stuff, but
not a lot of tractors. But it was also the end of the season for the pullers too. A lot of tractors were shutting down and getting rebuilt
and stuff back then, and so it's hard to say what it's going to be, but it's coming up here. Bunker Hill will be starting up.
It's
shortly.
June. Yeah, it's in June. June's their first bowl and everything. It's going to be a wonderful weekend as well.
Second weekend in June.
Yep.
And so we'll see from there.
Yep, definitely.
What it goes on.
Definitely. So you're ready to get back there on the side of the pulling tracks and everything. I know you're getting a little burned on the sand drags there a little bit. So we're going to be hitting polling definitely for certain. Our next big event will be in June 6th. It's going to be at Dragway at it used to be Dragway 42, but now it's Dragorama Dragway in West Salem, Ohio. They're running every class out there as well. It's going to be quite an interesting polling. We will be there trackside, and we will be interviewing a bunch of pollers as well too. Definitely let us know who your favorite polling class is, or drag racer, or whatever. Let us know in the comments down below, and share this around, and let's bring more people to these events and try to grow it as well. How about yourself? What do you think?
Sounds good.
Definitely. Any closing thoughts?
Just come out, enjoy.
What would you recommend would be a good first polling track to go see?
First polling track? I would come out to West Salem.
Okay.
They got 2 good tracks.
Very good tracks. Very, very good tracks. I would say for the grandstands and the amount of people, I think Stark County, Ohio is another good one there in Canton, and Dover. I mean, there's a lot of walking in Dover, but it's a one good braking track. And what we mean by braking is it has a lot of grip, and you're going to see people blowing drive shafts, breaking wheels off, and just snapping parts. It's
a clay track.
Yes, it's gray clay too. It's not red clay like a lot of other people run and everything. You guys, didn't you say when you guys were pulling back in the day when they first did that, you were driving home and the tires almost glowed in the dark? Quite interesting. I think they're the only ones that have a gray clay track. Or is there anybody else out there? Do you know?
I don't know of any.
Right.
That might be the only one.
Definitely. So, but yeah, with that, there, stay tuned in with Throttle and Dirt Media and Timeless Photography. Again, all photos are available online at Timeless Photography pickfair.com. You can get the link on our Facebook page. Dome Valley Raceway, your guys' photos are up from the 12th and the 14th. Those race day events, their top photos are put up already on there. The rest should be coming out in the next week or two. But yeah, more videos to come. The video events will be for the first 2 days will be compressed down and be posted this weekend as well on Easter weekend. So you guys will get to be able to sit down with your family and watch your racing. So, but yeah, it's going to be quite a fun time, and we hope everybody gets to enjoy it as well. And we hope to see you on the track. For the racers and the pollers, if you guys see one of our crew member walking around and you need a quick hand, please grab us. My company, we're here to help you as well. We want to see you poll. We want to see you race. Even my cameraman here, if you need him to grab a tire or something like that, he's going to grab a tire. He's told to. But yeah, most definitely. So what's your thoughts on these events as a family event?
They are all family events. All these tractor pulls, everything is a family event.
Yep. They even have little pedal pulls too, for the little kids. You want to see dedication. Watch a pedal pull for these little kids and everything. I will tell you, you will never see more dedication in the eyes than a little tractor puller there on a pedal tractor pulling it. What is it, 30 feet, I think, is what they're pulling or something?
Yes.
It's quite a joy. And they do that at Bunker Hill as well. They do that every event. So it's quite fun, and it's absolutely a joy to watch these kids because they will give pure determination as well. So, but with that, guys, we're going to be ending up this episode of Dirt and Grip. Hit us up, and hope to see you on trackside.